Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Julie and I'm here to do my reaction video for season 11, episode 6 of Shameless. This time, the title of the episode is Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good... screw it. We're here, we're back, we are ready for a new episode of Shameless. We are officially now halfway through the season. We have only 6 more episodes to go, and that will be all for Shameless. So it should take us like a couple of more days to actually finish it. And I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what is going to happen, how the entire show is going to end. I'm not hoping for like happy endings in the sense of like oh, and everything goes well for everyone in the family. I'm just expecting something realistic, as they have always shown us, you know, but, you know, without any one of the ones that I love dying or something like that. So I'm not asking for much. Anyway, so I'm ready. I hope you guys are ready as well. The previous episode, we were kind of surprised by the end with Sandy saying that she's a bartender. She lives in her car. She does Postmates. Oh, and by the way, she is married. What the fuck, you know? So let's dive into this situation. And also, you know, Liam shooting up in the sky, bullet coming back and hitting Mickey's dad. So what's that going to be about? What's gonna happen? He's not dead, but he is paralyzed, it looks like. I don't know. Let's see what's gonna happen. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys like it. Give it a lot of thumbs up, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Uncut reaction is always posted first on Patreon. By the time you guys are watching this on YouTube, I'm probably already done with the entire series. So go and check it out. You have like 11 seasons worth of uncut reactions to watch. So go check it out. Link in the description down below. And for now, that's about it. Thank you for watching. And let's just begin with season 11, episode 6 of Shameless. That's it. Here we go. Oh, we're doing this.
What if they bug the place? Hey, Mission Impossible. Less talking, more stealing. Hey, what the fuck you doing? You look like Mexicans broke in. You off the wagon again?
Just one night.
Just one night. Isn't that what every alcoholic says?
Yeah, true. Wait, what? That's not Monica.
What?
Look, I'm cool with Monica in bed if that's your kink. But when we're just hanging out, it doesn't feel right. Just call me by my name, okay?
He really thought he was having sex with Monica, though.
Can I speak to Pope Francis, please?
Se il problema è urgente, premere 0 per connettersi a un operatore.
Yeah, 0.
What's the penance for accidentally shooting someone? If they're alive but paralyzed.
Who is this?
Tell me before it gets to be too much, okay? Can't handle you falling off the wagon right now.
Exactly, you know? That's not what
I
we
saw my
need.
dad yesterday. You know, you can't get a mortgage without a job, and either way, we can't afford a house now.
So then we move back into the RV, right?
Really?
Next to your family and a gang of homicidal Milkoviches. Well, if you have any helpful suggestions about where we're gonna live, I'm all ears.
I mean, it's an
Figure it
option.
out.
We shouldn't
But what the
we
fuck
shouldn't
does that mean?
rule
Lip? You'll
it
figure it
out.
out. Because I thought that we were a we now.
And
Yeah.
we are.
Keep me posted on what we come up with.
Yeah, see, that's not fair, you know? She is as much as screwed up because of this situation as he is, and he can be like just deciding unilateral, you know, what they're gonna do. I mean, he did it when he rented this house, but right now they don't have another option, or at least another clear option, because we're not gonna move next to a bunch of psychopaths. Let's be real, right? So
How'd your expedition go?
What expedition?
Ian got his period this morning. Sent me out for donuts. Had Sweet Susans before they sold out of chocolate cream.
Anybody have any leads on who shot him?
Whoever did deserves a medal.
I doubt we're looking. It's not like Chicago PD's gonna waste taxpayer dollars on some piece of shit like Terry Milkovich.
Terry.
No offense, Mick.
I'm taking. Oh, asshole's coming home today.
Well, maybe Sandy's husband could help.
Royal? No fucking way. That guy's a douchebag.
Oh, you know
Is that where she's
about
been
it.
staying with Royal?
Fuck should I know? Ask yourself.
Yeah, I would if she called me back. I've left her like 30 messages.
That is 29 times too many.
Tell her to grow some ovaries and come talk to me.
Can I get a ride to school, Debs?
Sure, Liam. Anybody else? Do you need anything? A massage? Huh?
I'm saying no.
You guys have the sexiest mama on the south side. And the smartest.
Damn right.
Yeah, true. Damn right.
Well, this male gaze is gonna focus on you walking out that door.
I mean, they're in love, man. What the hell is
Say
happening?
you did something bad by accident. Do you still go down there and get tortured by demons?
A little hard to masturbate when you keep asking me questions
Oh,
about
my
Catholicism,
God.
kid. If you're worried about something, go confess. Light some candles, say some Hail Marys, and voila, you're back on God's good side. Unless, of course, you did something really bad. Then you'll be tormented in the deepest depths of hell for eternity.
Don't tell him that.
Last day.
Apparently, if you truly from the heart, you regret what you did, God will forgive you and welcome you into heaven. Right? Isn't it that the way?
I want sand. Louder, like you mean it. Thanks for nothing, Franny.
Come on, dude. She's always making Franny feel bad.
So we're playing Russian roulette. 4 of us, 3 bullets in the gun. Whoever doesn't get shot takes care of the cripple.
Seems like a great plan.
I shouldn't
yeah.
have to play. I'm the one servicing that old bag twice a week so we can keep our house.
Well, you're fucking McCurdy? Yeah, he should get a pass.
I'm going first. I'd rather die than watch Terry fall.
Hold on.
Oh my
Put that
God.
down.
You know, there was a time on the south side when we had honor, a code. Maybe it was before you people moved in.
What is he talking about?
No idea. Frank, you gonna leave or not?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, I think he's gonna leave. Did he already pick
These guys
up
move back
the
here.
drug?
Tammy doesn't want to.
It's a lot of product, Kev.
He almost shat himself on the way here.
I'll feel better once we finish up the ambulance. We're bulletproofing it and adding a safe for all this cash.
Smart. Weed selling faster than toilet paper during quarantine.
All right. Nice doing business with you, Chapo.
You know who it was? Do you?
No, I was just trying to...
When we find the bastard that shot Pappy Terry, he'll be more than paralyzed. We'll cut him up, bleed him out, grind him up, and feed him to our dogs.
Oh God. Wonderful. Liam, just stay away from that kid.
How much is it?
Too much. But I'd love to use my employee discount for you. It's 20%.
Oh.
I owe you.
Yeah, I guess you do kind of owe me.
Okay.
I could throw in my phone number too if you want it.
Okay. She
All right,
cute.
cool.
Great.
Be damn, there's only 4 books in the whole room.
Oh my God.
Add it to the table.
It's our weekly active shooter drill, or as we like to call it, hide from the bang bangs. All right, who wants to be the shooter?
Me.
No, you don't want to
I
be.
love the initiative, but remember, statistically, most mass shooters are white boys.
This is so fucked
Wait
up.
for Mama. Y'all do this every week?
Yes, Mommy, we always win.
I don't see how there can be any winners in this game.
If you survive.
This is messed up.
It is messed up. Oh my God. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that you guys, like a first world country you think of, right, have to have this type of drills. In my school, very third world public school, we have drills for earthquakes because those are very real here and there's nothing you can do. So they randomly, not so randomly, because every time it gets the word around that we were going to have a drill. And so we focus on what zones are safe, what to do, you know, just to leave things behind, not care about any material stuff, to cover our heads, you know, to know where our safe zones are, where the clear, like the X's are, things like that. Those are our drills. I have never in my life have to go through, like when I was in school, you know, had to go through this type of, like, this is traumatizing. And yes, for kids, and for instance, you know, we live in a seismic zone, so earthquakes are often happening almost all the time. So it is real. There is this, you know, when you're doing the exercise, it's kind of like, it's like you don't take it too seriously because you're still a kid and blah blah blah, and you know, and make it fun when you're younger. When you're a little bit older, you kind of understand it a little bit more because you have to protect this and that, and you know, and you also have this type of drills even at home, you know, because an earthquake can happen anywhere, and we all know what to do. But that's what we had to deal with, and it's something that we can prevent because Mother Nature, you know, and it's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. You can't predict an earthquake or how big it's going to be, at least not, you know, with weeks in anticipation to, you know, minimize the losses and everything. But to be in a country where that's not an issue, but guns are, which are not naturally growing on the earth, and where you could do something about it instead of just praying and hoping, and you think, from my point of view as an outsider to this problem, you will think, okay, maybe having guns at Walmart is not a good idea if kids keep getting shot and dying at their schools. You know, so for me, an outsider, not an American, I'm like, maybe, you know, maybe we don't need guns at all time. I mean, maybe, you know, we don't need them, so this kind of things don't happen. Let's try it out for a year. Let's see what happens if no one has a gun. Let's just try it out. And let's see if the incidence of school shootings go down. How about that? How about that? I don't see the U.S. getting rid of that anytime soon. Sadly, for all the children there.
I opened up my life to Sandy. My daughter, my family, you guys.
Well, technically, she's my cousin, and I fucked her first.
Assuming that she was doing the same thing.
You have fucked her? And you just say it like that?
Look, we gotta get the bikes off the truck and figure out a way to sell them. I need the money.
I might have a spot for you, but I'm gonna need a finder's fee.
On top haircut from last night.
Gotta make that bread.
Fine, 2%.
You're cute.
5.
Deal. We'll finish up the ambulance. We'll go stash the bikes, all right?
All right.
What's your name again?
Frank
Frank what?
Gallagher.
Oh, he doesn't remember?
Can you remember 3 words for me? Blue, handlebar, pedestrian.
Pedestrian, like your question. Blue, like my balls. Handlebar, got it.
What year is it, Frank?
About 10 years after I walked into this fucking ER.
Strap
Shit.
in. It's gonna take a while.
But it could be from the hit. Or from the things that we have been seeing before.
For our cash pickups.
All right.
Get this shit off my face. Fuck no. Get this off my face. Lift it.
You have to get it.
I got it.
You have to do it the other way around.
I got it, okay?
Should we help?
You actually do something. You fucking lift it up.
Nope.
Come on,
You have to do it the other way around.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, kind of in the middle of something.
I've been a little busy.
Oh.
Who's Royal? How long have you been married? Are you getting a divorce?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you about Royal, but I'm handling it.
Handling it how?
I've got it under control.
How?
That's it? That's all you're gonna give me?
We get the legs off this. Use it as a ramp.
Now, where do we cut the drugs, huh? And clean the guns? Fucking eat? Use your stupid brain,
fuck
idiot.
you, Terry. Let's fucking leave him out here. You coming? Come on, Zo.
Yeah, it works for me.
God damn it.
Well, you are an asshole.
At least at school, they should be safe.
Well, I'm sorry. We used our PE money to give away hot lunches during the pandemic. Can't afford gym class. So pretending to run scared down the hallway from crazed shooters, the only cardio these kids are going to get all week. It's like what Mrs. Obama said, right? This kid's got to move.
I don't think that's what she meant.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Appreciate you coming in.
You know, but yes, this training, you know, drills are also like kind of giving them ideas, or like, cause like this is like a play. How we make it real, you know? And then you end up with another mass shooting, which happens how often in the U.S. Daily, every other day.
Young gun, you did what none of us can do. You saw a problem on the block and took it in your own hands to solve it. Proud of you.
No.
But you should probably get rid of that gun and bulk up a little bit, just in case.
Not a good advice at all. Oh.
Stash the bikes in here till you find some buyers.
You're cool letting us use your gym?
Am I cool rent out the space for a few friends? Yeah. Only had 5 paying customers return after quarantine. Rudy tore his ass muscle, so now it's 4. Besides, I don't know what you're gonna do with it.
Stash stolen bikes.
I don't know what you're gonna do with it.
Ex-convict, actually. I just got my ankle bracelet off.
Congratulations. That calls for a drink on the house.
Hello.
Hey, why don't we get her one of those local IPAs?
She was on the L War.
Calista.
Debbie.
Right. I was hoping you could put this up.
Subtle.
Yeah. It was either Pussycat or the rainbow flag.
Good choice.
Okay, we're flirting. Here, kitty kitty.
Cheeseburger come? What are we doing here? We're supposed to be making a delivery in Bronzeville.
Go take a shit.
Since when do you come home to take a shit? Hey.
What are you gonna do? Hey.
Not worth it.
Oh my god.
Do it. They do me a favor, pussy.
That's it. Do you want to be doing him favors? Shit, Mickey. It's not worth it.
Nothing.
He's trying to deal
There
with
he
this.
Come to our opening tonight. Bring your girlfriend if she's free.
Not really sure.
She's free?
That she has a girlfriend.
Do tell. You think she's straight and just experimenting?
No.
Maybe love is just impossible.
Yeah, agreed. You know
You
Haley.
have her about
It's my
bisexuals,
ex.
right?
Wife. Ex-wife. Tell you a secret?
Yeah.
I hired you to make her jealous.
Oh. I think it's working.
I worked my ass off to make this home for us, and now some hipsters are gonna move in? You know, Milton gets to cash in on my work, and I get to go live with Bob? And Brad sells Born Free to some douchebags who think a hog is just a large pig, and I get fired, and I needed to do something. All right, I needed to fix something.
And if you get caught and go to jail, what is that gonna fix for Fred?
Yeah, he can't be this impulsive, you know?
We sell the house, all right? We each take our share, and you and I can use that to get our own place.
You gonna sell the house?
You think your family would go for it?
All right, maybe it's time we make gentrification our friend.
Really?
Right? We cash in.
They fought so hard for that house. I mean, Carl did.
Motherfucker, get me into that house! It's gonna rain out here! Shut the fuck up! Fuck you!
He's torn, isn't he,
Take care of
between
me if I
helping.
was paralyzed.
Yeah.
He would.
You make a great real doll. Top you whenever I want it.
Asshole.
Come and get me, you ungrateful shit!
Ruining the moment. He cares at the end of the day, you know? And here he must be hating all of this.
It's locked. I think we've done enough.
Fuck you very much.
Aww.
You are so much better.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Mickey, yes, you are.
Yes, this is good. I can use this. And now all I gotta do is get black folks moving back into the neighborhood. Black folks don't shoot up schools. When Michaela has a problem with Laquan, she knows she gotta go to his mama's house, handle it there. White folks are the only ones running around with AR-15 strapped to their chest. Guns should have been outlawed hundreds of years ago.
Whoa, well. What do we have here?
A fucking bitch.
Holy shit. I admit, I wish you'd fallen by my sword, but an act of God will have to do. Shoot me. Did you say something? I said shoot me. Shit. The Milkoviches versus the Gallaghers. Yeah, a goddamn sack. For the history books. I guess the least I could do is a mercy killing. May you go with dignity.
I don't think he deserves that. I don't know, man.
Nah.
He's still
Dex.
there.
Can we talk? Scram. Come on, fuck off.
So charming.
So you don't have to worry. There's nothing going on.
Okay.
I love you.
Aw.
What? I love you.
Oh, that's sweet.
Shit.
Yeah,
I
shit.
think I might love you too.
Okay, there we go. What is their ship name? I want to know.
I love your place. It would be so hot if I could feel you inside me, right?
Oh, shit.
Oh. What the hell?
Tomorrow?
Sure.
Great. It's a date. I'll cook.
Okay, but like that was just wrong because like he didn't want to go.
What's the matter, Carl? You couldn't get it up?
No, I can't.
You couldn't make her come?
No.
No.
I don't know. It's hard to explain.
No, it's not. She raped you.
Yeah.
What? No, I wanted to have sex.
Well, did you want to have sex with her without a condom?
No.
No.
Did you tell her that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
She
she
didn't-
ignored that boundary.
Yep.
I guess.
You're lucky you got to raw dog her, son. Most
No.
women carry their own condoms these days.
That was rape. Yeah.
Good. You know, I mean, this house, the Gallagher house. You know, if we fix it up a little bit, like Tammy and I did with Milton's, we can make a nice profit. We'd each take our share, and you know, we could get on with our lives.
Shit. What happens with Liam?
Fuck that. Good idea, but no way. You're not selling my house.
Why do you think you are?
We live here.
Why did you react like this? It's not your house.
Shit. They gotta. I mean, I was expecting for all of them to have different opinions, you know.
My name is Frank Gallagher. I live at 211 Wallace.
Early stage alcoholic dementia. Oh my god. I knew it. I knew he was acting up.
I'm here to report a sexual assault.
Another woman falls prey to the patriarchy. What's her name?
No.
Carl.
Good for him. Good for him. Okay, guys, so that was the end of season 11, episode 6 of Shameless. And, well, you know, this is a TV show. We have to remind ourselves of that, okay? I want to believe that in our world, a person like Terry Milkovich doesn't exist, right? I don't know if you guys know. Maybe you do. If you're watching this on Patreon, I talk about it a lot. A family member of mine, my uncle, my godfather, he had a stroke last year around June, at the end of June last year, that completely changed the dynamic of my family. And from that day on, you know, we never saw him walking again, talking, eating on his own. Nothing, you know. We hoped for a long time for recovery. We prayed for it. He went to therapy for it, you know, but the stroke this time, because it was the third time, hit him so hard that just left him paralyzed without the ability to talk. We are not sure if he remembers us, if he knows who we are. We like to believe that he does. And he has been in a care facility for all this past 8-9 months since he got out of the hospital, you know. So looking at it from this perspective, my perspective, I wouldn't wish this to anyone. To not be able to move, to have to rely on others, to I mean, Terry at least can communicate in the sense of like he can say whatever the hell he's feeling, you know. My uncle can't, sadly. And so for that, I, for no reason, will want that for anyone. And for the family that takes on the burden, or not the burden, but the responsibility of taking care of a person who is sick, you know, who will need help for the rest of their lives, you know, and not just the help of like reminding them to take their pills or whatever, but moving them, bathing them, you know, doing all of this for them. So from my point of view, I wouldn't wish this on anyone. I've had to see my uncle because I was there since day one when he got the stroke. I mean, we were in a video call when my cousin called saying that her dad had fallen down and that, you know, he was refusing to go to the hospital. And when she focused and she was changing so she could actually take it to the hospital and was telling my mom, please, aunt, talk to my dad, tell him that we need to get him to the doctors. And when she turns the camera, my uncle was having the stroke. And so it left him paralyzed at that moment. We were exactly there. You know, not exactly there physically, but at that moment when it was happening. And so we were telling my cousin, you have to call the ambulance and do this, do that, you know. And as soon as that happened, we went to where he lives, which he lives very far from my house, like a couple of hours away from where I live. And we have been there. I have been there. My mom has been there. My brother has been there for him throughout. And to see him get consumed by the fact that he's in a bed, by the fact that he can't move, it is horrible. And I say, like, I don't wish that on anyone, you know. He is in the last stages of his life. I think he's now on morphine because of the pain that he's feeling. And I mean, I know what's going to happen next. But honestly, I am in a point where I want him to find peace, you know. With that said, and like I said at the beginning of this reaction, that this is real life. This is who my uncle was. He was a very, very kind, very funny person, you know, that could make you laugh with just one or two words. He knew the right thing to say. He was my mom's hero when they were younger, you know, the one that protected her, because he is his older brother, you know. That was her hero, the one that taught her how to fight, how to play football, and like everything. They have, like, my mom's friends are my uncle's friends. They have this, like, everything is very similar because they grew up together in that sense. They got along so well, always, until, you know, when they were already with kids and everything. It was them. There's a reason why he's my godfather, you know. And to see him now, I know that this is no longer a life that he will have wished to live. You know, he's coming closer, and, you know, we are as ready as you can be for something like this. We don't want him to be in any pain. We know that right now with morphine, he's not in any pain. But, you know, it's still hard for the family. But like I said, that's real life. That's me, Julie, you know, me telling you that I don't wish that to anyone in the world. You know, I don't wish that. You know, and I want to try to believe in my head that there will not be a person like Terry Milkovich in the world, right? Which they are. But it's not up to me, you know, to say they deserve this or they don't in real life. Now, on a show, I feel like it's a different thing. Because Terry Milkovich it's an abusive person. He has terrorized his kids and his entire family, his entire life. He has raped his daughters, had children with them. Not only daughters, but, you know, everyone. And you look at it, and this is a TV character, you know. So from where I sit, seeing Terry in that position, I can say he deserves it as a character on a TV show, okay? Because outside of that, like I said, I wouldn't wish that to anyone. And I don't feel like I am anyone to judge anyone else's actions. I could, you know, if there was a person in real life, of course I will be like, make him pay for everything he has done, right? Don't let him get away. But that's not what we're discussing right now, okay? So for me, I feel like karma and the result of every single action that he took, every single decision that he made during his entire life led him to that precise moment where a very frightened black boy shoots his gun up in the sky and the bullet comes back and paralyzes him. Every decision that he made led him to that precise moment, you know. And for me, I feel that I don't want to believe if like he deserves it or not. I feel like we all have what we have because we built that, you know, and the fact that the family's there not caring a damn if whether he's in pain or not, and like leaving him outside, it's like, oh, fuck him. Like he wouldn't do the same thing for us. You know, it comes from the reasons that he has been a horrible person. And the only reason why all of them stick around him was because he was violent and everyone was scared of him. Now you have taken the scare factor out of him. And so people are not willing to listen to him. People are like the people that he has submitted for so many years are ready to be like, goodbye, you know? And for me, my experience with my uncle has been so difficult. And for a lot of time, I was like, okay, he might not have been perfect, right? Because no one is. No one is in this world. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, yes, he was funny, he was kind, he was, you know, the soul of the party, and he was like, you know, but I'm going to guess that he had commit, you know, wrong things. He might done wrong things as well. And has not been, you know, the perfect person, right? But nothing like, you know, fucking Terry Milkovich. And for a long time, when he was suffering and when like medicine after medicine and nothing seemed to work, I always wonder, what the hell? Why is he suffering this much? I still, till this day, think, why is he suffering? You know, I mean, he hasn't done like terrible things to be suffering the way he is. And I started thinking, maybe it's, you know, it's not that he deserves this, or that he is like paying for something, or has to learn something, has to learn to let go, has to learn whatever, but rather what we as a family need to learn from this situation, you know? And I think that at times my family has not understand a lot of shit, you know? And slowly, they have realized a lot of things, you know? And I feel sad that my uncle had to go through the things that he has gone through for whatever reasons, you know. But if it was to teach us, if it is to teach us a lesson, you know, I feel terrible that it had to be him, the one who had to taught us these lessons, you know. And for me, I think at the end of the day, that's, for me, I don't know, that's what makes me sleep better, is that, you know, it needed to happen. So some things in my family with my uncles and with my aunts and everything, for them to come to the point of realization of many things that happened in the past, where many of them made a lot of mistakes. It's sad that we had to go through this to understand that, you know, but for me, that's the reason, because I can't in my mind find another reason why my uncle is suffering this much, you know. And the situation just mirrors this exactly, because there is Terry, who has terrorized his entire family. They don't give a crap about him. And there is his son, you know, Mickey, who has every fucking right, let's just say it like that, if you want to take justice in your own hands, to just point a gun and kill the motherfucker. You know, let him be out there with the rain and with, like, you know, for him to suffer everything he has to suffer. You know, for him to not be able to show a single thread, like a single nothing, honestly, of compassion for that man after everything he did to him. He had tried to kill him. Like, sometimes, like, I feel like we brush off, oh, he tried to kill me, but, like, you know, my dad just being my dad. Not only that, he has terrorized him, but at the end of the day, Mickey has something so great that he never shut himself from loving someone, from accepting who he was and loving Ian. And for that, because he has love and he has known love because of Ian, he's able to be, you know, to have compassion for this man that doesn't deserve it, you know. And maybe that is the lesson. Maybe that is the lesson. That is the reason. I believe that everything happens for a reason. And maybe that is the reason why this happened. You know, Mickey can understand that he is nothing like his dad. That he's nothing like him. You know? And, you know, sadly comes in that shape and form, but it's not like I said, for this TV character, it's not like he doesn't deserve it, you know? But yeah, I love Mickey. I love how compassionate he is, because that has to take a lot. That has to take a lot, you know? And yet, he was able to, be compassionate enough to put him in, at least in the front door, you know? Something that no one else wanted to do, you know? In terms of Frank now, you know, we see the older people kind of getting themselves into this position of where they need to be taken care of, you know, parents that need to be taken care of by the children that they have, maybe, and realizing how fucked up of parents they were, you know? And Frank, you know, has been an alcoholic his entire life, you know, has used drugs as well. But he's mostly an alcoholic, right? The thing is that it finally catch it up with him. I mean, the liver thing didn't make him, you know, because at the end of the day he kept drinking and whatever. But now is, you know, his brain, which is something that it's, you know, terrifying for you to know that you have dementia, that you're starting to forget, that you're starting to get confused, and that probably your kids are going to continue with their lives, and will they have the compassion to, you know, take care of you, protect you, feed you if you needed to, and just be there for you? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because I do remember very early on in seasons 1, you know, where it was like Fiona and all the kids and everyone like trying to find Frank in some dumpster just so he doesn't freeze out to death until, you know, the more stupid things and the more bad things Frank did, the less they started to care, because they started to live their own lives. And now he has to face this diagnosis on his own, which is terrifying, you know? But I don't know, man. I honestly don't know how that is going to happen, how that's going to affect the other, you know, every single one of his kids. Because at the end of the day, you know, he was not there to take care of them. And will he now ask of them to be taken care of? I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. But I was kind of like, I thought, oh my God, he has Alzheimer's. Or he has, you know, and then I was like, dementia. It could probably be that as well. My grandma had dementia as well, you know, and it was very difficult to take care of her when, you know, she had her episodes and things like that. She didn't forget that, well, my grandma had a bunch of other things as well. I think she was bipolar as well. So she had her episodes, her maniac episodes. But she was really, you know, at that time, I didn't know about it. I didn't know what it implied. I didn't know how she felt, you know, and I didn't know how to handle it. Honestly, I was very young. I was a kid, you know, so. But she was very, like, those moments where I remember her in her maniac moments, she was very much, very funny. You know, she came up with the wildest stories and said the weirdest, wildest, funny things, you know. But yeah, you know, but at the end of the day, I mean, my mom, my grandma had 7 kids. It was only my mom, the one who took care of her, you know. Like every day, she was her nurse 24/7. You know, but taking care of someone with dementia, it's very difficult. Or someone that just needs you 24/7 is very draining. It did a lot on my mom as well, not only physically, but also mentally, you know. After everything, after my grandma passed away, you know, it did a number on my mom. Still does until this day, you know. And will any of the Gallaghers be ready to do that for Frank? I honestly don't know. But yeah, into the other less, a little bit more fun things, you know. Debbie's going around going crazy because her girlfriend has a relationship with someone, or at least is married to someone, and now we find out that Sandy was married to this person, kind of like hoping that this person will take her out, because any place out of the Milkovich house felt at 15 for her a better place than to be there. And honestly, who can blame her, right? But then it turned out to be a nightmare for her, and she has tried to be away from her, from Royal, I think is his name. But she hasn't been able to do that yet. And I feel bad because, like, now she has found herself falling in love with Debbie, and Debbie has fallen in love with her as well. But she wants, you know, to be, well, Debbie wants the communication, you know, but communication between the Milkoviches and the Gallavichs are never a good thing, you know. So, I don't know, but I kind of like that they confess their love for each other, and it's kind of, you know, better. Now, and the other part of this story, you know, Carl is doing kind of like the good thing by protecting this lady, and he ends up, you know, getting raped because, yes, he wanted to have sex, but he did not consent to having sex without a condom. Okay? And I don't care if she can get pregnant or whatever. He didn't consent to sex in this way. and he was trying to get away and he couldn't. And biologically, things happen, and he came, and like he didn't feel okay, and the fact is that for a lot of young boys or young kids, men, teenagers, whatever you want to, but specifically male, like the thought of being raped, it's not something that happens to them, especially if it's a woman. Like, because every time culture tells you, or culture tells boys from very early age that, oh, you are lucky if you have sex with your teacher, you're lucky, or like this older woman that it's like 20, 30 years older than you, and you're like 16 or 14 and you're having sex with this woman, good for you, you're one of the lucky ones. And that's not it. It's still rape, and like the fact that we are shining a line on it, it's good, because it's not okay, and no is always a full answer, and you need consent for the things that you're doing. And this girl, woman, young lady did not have that, and had no better idea than to rape a police officer. So let's see how that goes for her, Anyways, we talked about Lip then robbing the place, and now Lip wants to sell the house. Now, I don't know how well, it seems like, and not everyone wants to sell. But will that be, since this is the last season, I do believe that anything is possible, in the sense of like the Gallaghers outgrowing this house and just, selling it and starting new, from with their own families and their own things. And, I really hope that they do not move away too far from each other and still be a family, because like this show, the core has always been the Gallaghers as a family. I think there's an earthquake right now. Anyways, it's not that big. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Let's see how that goes, and if they end up selling the house or not. Either way, what else happened on this show? What else happened? Something else happened. Well, Liam is carrying the guilt of having shot him, and like, I'm glad, because like that means that he's not a psychopath, that he doesn't believe that, that he did great, as Carl put it, but that he actually feels guilty for it, which is, shows that he has a conscience, and it's a good thing, I think. But yeah. I did wanted to say something else. Was it about Lip? It wasn't about Lip. I don't remember, but I wanted to say something else, and I totally forgot. Oh, the school shooting thing. Like, it's just incredible that you guys have not yet figured out, or at least, the people in power. I'm going to guess it's because it's profitable, right? To buy and sell guns. I'm gonna guess it's a whole business, and that's the reason behind why they can or won't ban guns. Because like, it seems to me like a very easy solution. Like, once again, I'm saying this from a perspective of a person who has grown her entire life, thinking that I don't have the right to bear a gun. Like, that's not my right, and that is reserved for police. It's not there for protection. I will feel even more uncomfortable being around someone that actually owns a gun. So, my uncle, I had another uncle that was a cop, and he had a gun. And it was the most terrifying thing, because he just left it there. And sometimes, one time I wanted to pick it up. I didn't put it out of the holster, but it could have happened, you know, which is very dangerous, but he had it there. And I picked it up and it was very heavy. And like, I was scared to death because of that. I couldn't even pick it up, like completely picked it up. It was just, this was the gun and I just tried to do this and it was so fucking heavy. I don't know how old I was either, you know, but thing is that from my perspective, a person who has not grown up thinking that guns are supposed to be in everyone's home, I will think it will be an easy solution to just be like, you know what? A lot of shooting going around. How about we stop selling guns at Walmart? Maybe, you know, or like, you know, regulate this. Maybe we can actually have background checks and like for people to, because here in my country, you can actually do that, to have, you know, to train and do all the work just so you can have a legal gun. And even that, you know, here in my country, we don't have like that, the protection, like self-defense law, which is weird. So you still carry a gun and you want to protect yourself, you still go to jail for killing even if that person was a robber and also had a gun and wanted to kill you, but you got him first, you're still going to jail. So I don't know what the hell, why would you want a gun? Like, and that's the reason why here in my country, like most people, we don't own guns. We don't have the right or the belief that we have the right to bear arms, you know. That's not something that we have, and that's something that we don't deal with. We have a lot of more issues. I'm not saying my country's perfect or anything like that. Far from it, okay? At least we don't have mass shootings, which is, I guess, a plus sign, you know, but other than that, everything else, we are still a third world country with 3 presidents in prison, 3 presidents in prisons. One of them killed himself because he was about to go to prison and he didn't want to, so he shot himself and died. And then we have 2 other presidents with those ankle things, you know, and they are, yeah. So in the last 30 years, let's say, roughly 30 years, all the presidents from the last 30 years, most of them are in prison. Wonderful, isn't it? Such an amazing country, my country. I don't know, at least we do get the presidents in prison, I guess. But it's not really good that all of them, and like, after they do their term, they go and they get in jail. It's just, you will think, you know, if you're gonna run for president of my country, you will think, I don't want to end up in prison. Maybe I'm not gonna rob, you know? But they do. They think they can get away with it. They can. They're all in prison, and the ones that are not in prison, they are being investigated, so they can put them in prison. Wonderful country mine, you know. But like I said, at least we don't have school shootings so far. So that's good. Anyways, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys continue supporting for more. We have 6 more episodes to go, so it's going to take a couple of more days to go through all 6 episodes, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. You guys are fantastic. And yeah, for now, I think that's about it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time for more reaction videos for Shameless. That's it. Mwah. Bye, guys.